Let's have some fun. Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today I want to build with you a special kit, and this is the Anycubic mouse creative kit that has been recently released by Anycubic, and it's a super cool initiative in my opinion, because you can buy this little box, and here you can find all the hardware components that you need to build a project of your choice, in this case the mouse. You can also find other objects, other models on their website. I will leave the link right there in the description, so you can choose whatever you like the most. In this video we are going to build it, and I want also to give you some advices so you can customize the mouse to suit your needs and your tastes, because this is the magic of 3D printing, building something that can't be bought off the shelf. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here we are at the computer to see some cool tricks that you can use to customize your mouse. So you can choose between two kind of models. One is the normal one that you have seen in the build, and one is this kind of Voronoi style shell. That is cool, but I prefer the other one, so I choose to use the other STL. So the first trick that I want to share is this one. I can take my model and import it in Orca Slicer. That is one of the best slicers of all time, in my opinion. Is my favorite. And first of all, to print this, you will need some supports. So I suggest you to use support painting. When you use it, you can enable on overhangs only and insert a value that your machine can handle in highlight overhangs. When you do this, as you can see, the slicer will highlight the overhangs that are bigger than 40 degrees. So you can start painting, okay? But let's talk about a trick to make this mouse unique. I have two procedures that I want to share with you. Let's start with the easier one. Right click on the model and choose add negative part or add modifier. I used add negative part, and as you can see, here we have a list of geometries that we can choose from. If you want to emboss your logo, as I did, you can use the SVG file. That is a particular kind of file. If you're not familiar with the SVG, you can use an online converter that can take a JPEG or PNG and transform it in SVG. As you can see, I have my logo here. I can scale it to the correct size and position it where I want it to be. I can click on use surface, and this will emboss or deboss the logo, the shape, using the surface of the selected model. For depth, I would suggest you to use 0.8 millimeters if you are using a 0.4 millimeters nozzle, so the thickness of two shells. Okay. Now we can click on slice plate, and the software will do all the work. As you can see, here we have our logo debossed onto the model. Really simple, and I really like the result. That is, I would say, a minimalist kind of customization, but it's really cool. But now let's talk about the most complicated yet coolest trick. So I will open the file that I've created. That is this one. So as you can see, it seems like it's only the mouse model printed on a strange orientation, but that's not the case. In fact, as you can see, I have 4 filaments here in the filament section, but my printer can't handle 4 filaments. It doesn't have a multicolor unit. But this is a trick to visualize the final effect of this print. In fact, the result is a stripe mouse, but with diagonal stripe, not horizontal one, so it's a little bit more interesting and it's super cool in my opinion. As you can see, if we hit slice and we click on the layer column, we can add change filament. So when you slice the model, you can have a preview of the final effect. Add as many color changes as you want, because you can print this kind of effect with all kinds of printer, because this is a color change at layer, so you don't need a multicolor unit. To export the file in the correct way, you can drag the layer icon to the corresponding layer where you have inserted a change of filament. You can delete it and right click on it, add custom G-code and add pose M600, M0, which line of code your machine tells. Repeat this process for all these layers and you're ready to go. And I think the result is stunning, my friends. Probably this will be the model I will use the most on my mouse. As you can see, I messed up right there because I didn't add supports right there, but okay, it's okay. And really, really cool. Of course, you can use as many colors as you want, and you can even use only 2 colors and alternate them. You can play with it. So really cool project. So I'm really happy with how this mouse turned out, and I think this is a really fun project. So if you get bored one day and you want to do something that is a maker activity, I would say this is the perfect choice. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If that's the case, please leave a like down here and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future content. I wish you a wonderful day. See you in the next video.